Hello and welcome back to my channel. Um, it is no news that coloring book has been making massive sales on Amazon KDP, and as someone who is just venturing into Amazon KDP, I think trying out coloring book, even though it's a low content, not so low content book, but it's quite easier to work on. So if you're starting off on Amazon KDP, I think it's advisable to try um coloring books. Okay, as you can see here, this particular one here, for it to have, is a bestseller, and for it to have about 4,500 plus reviews shows that thousands of copies has been sold, right? And when we scroll down, see also a couple of them. This one has about 5,000, 6,000 review, and is a bestseller also. This one is also a bestseller with over 6,000 reviews. All this shows that um these authors are making good sales. So guys, today I'm going to show you how to create coloring books like this. I'm going to show you step by step everything you need to know on this particular topic, creating your own coloring book from scratch to the end, to the back cover. Hello, by the way, my name is Julia. So I'm going to walk you guys through this session. So let's get started, guys. Now, as I have shown you how good coloring books are on Amazon, so let's just head over and start working on creating ours. So you head over to your browser. You can use Chat GPT if it is the one you are very familiar with. You can use Chat GPT, but in my own case, I am using Cloudy, and it's very efficient too. So you can try it out also, but if not, you can just use your Chat GPT. Then another vital point is here is also knowing how to write your prompt properly to be able to get what you are looking for. Okay, so the most important thing about using AI is knowing how to input your prompts. Now here is the prompt that I used. Okay, I said, hi Claudia, I want to create an adult stress relief coloring book for Amazon KDP based on flowers that should give me 15 prompts to generate color book image, that it should make it standard and input every info and every detail needed. Okay, this is my prompt. So I explained in detail what I want to use the image for, and here is what I got. Okay, here is what I got. Now it gave me prompts, right? It gave me prompt and everything that I needed for me to generate a standard picture. It put the resolution, the size, the format, and every other thing, color, background, and margins. Now here are the prompts we need to generate our pictures. Okay, so now let's go over to Canva, where we are going to create our color book. But before we head over to Canva, we are going to get the exact size we will be needing. We cannot just use any random size. Color books normally comes in 8 by 11 inches or 8.5 by 8.5. Okay, so today we are using 8.5 by 8.5 inches, but then again we are going to need our Amazon to help us to get the correct dimension we need to generate our book. So let's go, guys. So you head over to your Amazon KDP account, click on help. This is for us to find the perfect size for our book. So click on format to paper pack, set trim size. So here is the detail on how your paper pack will be trimmed. Okay, so and our book is a bleed book, so we have to get the trimming right. So hit on this example of size. So what we're using is a 8.5. all right, we're using 8.5 by 8.5 inches. So what we are going to input on our Canva is this particular measurement here. Okay, that place they say customize on Canva is this particular the size here that we are going to input there. Okay, so that it can accommodate our bleed when we are editing, so that when our book is being trimmed, part of our designs will not be cause of. So here we are going to use 8.62 by 8.75. So let's head over to Canva. Canva.com. So our Canva has loaded up. Let's customize our size, put it on inches. So input the size we got there, 8.62 by 8.77. Did I get that right? Let me check. Oh, it's 8 by 75. So hit on create new design. So this is the size that we are working on. Now we are going to get our margins. Go back to your KDP account, then let's get our margins. So this here is depend on your paper count, on the number of pages you're working on. Okay, so ours is between 24 to 150 pages. So this is what we are going to use to measure our margins. Okay, we are going to use 0.75, 0.375 by 0.375. That will be our margin. So let's head back to our Canva. Now here is, I already have my ruler. If you don't have ruler already, you can use Shift plus R, okay, or you can also hit on File, Settings, and select Show Ruler. Okay, click on here. So I already have it. Now let's bring our ruler to measure 0.735. So note here that this measurement, a it can go lower, but it cannot go above. Okay, as we're measuring it, it can go lower, but not above. Okay, make sure you don't exceed the measurement. Instead of you exceeding the measurement, is even better that it goes lower. Okay, this is a bit tricky. 375, I think I already 79. Let's see. Okay, so here we are. So 375. Now let's also get this. So as I said earlier, you can use lower, or you can use lower than the number you got. So as we have 375, we can use anything a bit slightly lower, but we cannot use something higher. Okay, we can use something higher. Yeah, we've gotten our margin. So we have to also size this side, and the ruler we can't get measurement from this side. So what we're going to do is to select elements. Okay, now let's reduce this element to fit in here. Let's move it, make sure it fits in there properly. Now I think we've gotten it right. Okay, so it has properly fit in here. So now what we'll do is to drag it to this end, drag it to here, then bring our ruler again. Okay, now we drag it down. Press it here to fit in. Now we get our ruler again and fit it here. So now we've gotten our margin. We don't need this again. We simply delete it. So now we duplicate these pages to the total number we will need for our design. Okay, so we are doing 100 pages. So that's, you keep duplicating it until 100 pages. So now let's start our design and on our first page. Okay, so make sure your designs are always on the odd numbers. Okay, because you're going to leave a whole full page plain. You're going to leave a whole full page plain. All right. You leave a whole full page plain so that when one is coloring, depending on type of coloring pen the person is using, it will not affect the design behind. Okay, so you are going to leave an entire page plain. All right, so let's start with our first page. I would like to input some text on the first page. So you can either select add text or select any template you think that will suit your work or your style. So I'm using a template. You can just select add text. Okay, so let's edit. I have to reduce the size so that it will fit in properly. 45 is okay. 40, yeah, 40 is cool. Stress relief coloring book. Good, so I have to drag it up, then spacing out the line. So you can see the lines were so close, so spacing it up and reduce it. I think this is better. I change the color to black. As you know, it's always print out in black and white. Hit on position, make sure that your work is aligning at the center. Perfect. Now head over. I need another template, so let's delete this. Now type in my own subtitle. Let's do something like relax with beautiful flowers, since it's a flower coloring book, right? So let's just put relax with beautiful flowers. Relax with beautiful flowers. Now reduce the font size. Let me increase it a bit more. I think 35 is okay. So let's select color. Sorry guys, the color is not coming. Let me highlight it again. Highlight, then select white. Now the color is here. Now go to go to effect instead. It's not animate. Effects. Go to effects and change the color to black, and this is okay. Now I want to add some designs here, add some flowers that I've already generated here. You know, this is the first page your customer will see, the sample page your customer will see on Amazon. So you have to make it look as catchy as possible, so that once the a customer clicks to open it, the person will be forced to purchase. Okay, so whenever you're designing, make sure that your first page is catchy enough. So let's rotate that, drag it down, be mindful of that purple line and reduce it a little bit. This is what we'll have. I think we are done here. Now let's look at this word. This word, the intensity. The intensity is not that sharp, so let's increase the intensity. Click on effect, go to intensity and increase it. Increase the intensity. Let's leave it as that. As you can see, the color is okay now. It's darker. It's darker. So let's now head over to the next page. Now let me introduce you to this particular app on Canva, Magic Media. With this particular app, you can generate any picture. You can generate images with this particular app. So let's head over to our AI and copy our first prompt. Go back to Canva to paste it. So here, one of the disadvantage of this, it doesn't give space for much words. It doesn't have space for too many words. So at times this might make you not to be able to give detailed prompts as you need to get what you want. Okay, so I'm just trying to see how. Okay, even at that, it still did not contain all my words, but we are going to work with it like that. Now let me show you this style. With this style, you choose any kind of image you want to generate, but I have already input my own style in my prompt. So always make sure you generate a square in square shape, so that it can fit in. After generating it, it can fit in anywhere you are putting it. So hit on generate and let it generate. Give it some time to generate. So here is our flowers. So you can see most of them has a lot of shadings in them, and for coloring book, that is not so good. Okay, that's one of another disadvantage of this, but you can see that it also gives us a very nice flower, although it has a lot of shadings. Give us a nice flower. So you can use the image or enhance the image with another app. Enhance the image, remove the shadings, or you use it like that. But in your book, you tell your audience that the picture, the images has shadings. Okay, so let's expand it. Let's expand it to fit into this box. Always be conscious of these lines so that you will not exceed them. Always be conscious. sorry guys, we are not supposed to put an image in this particular page. As I said before, we need to leave a space. You need to leave a space. So here is our image, so we adjust it properly to fit in. I think it's fitted now. It's fitted. Yeah, just be mindful and make sure everything aligns properly. Need to drag that down a little bit. Now it's fitted in. So now let's use get our prompt, but this time around we are using another site to generate our image. So you copy your prompt, so go to your browser and type Leonardo AI. It will open up. If you have not signed up with them, you sign up with them and you see get started. Hit on get started. It will bring you to this interface. Okay, it will bring you here. So inside this box, that is where you are going to paste your prompts. That is where you paste your prompts. Paste and hit on generate. Sorry guys, I forgot to mention dimensions. Make sure you use 1.1, okay, or any size of image you're working on. But this doesn't have, if you're using a free version, you don't have the privilege of customizing sizes. Okay, so here is our image. It is now generated. You can see that it's a bit clearer than the one we generated on Canva. It has lesser shadings, so you choose whichever one you think that will suit your work. Okay, choose. Like this is the one that I generated previously. Okay, and it's with the same prompt. And look at this one too. It gave us almost the same thing. So let's download this particular one, then hit on upload file and select the image. Click open. So now we click and select our image. So you adjust it to fit in properly. Okay, this letter here, I'm seeing a letter there, so I will need to crop that to get rid of that letter because it's not supposed to be there. So you can also hit on edit, use eraser to erase it. You can use eraser to erase it. Hit on edit, use eraser, but here I'm going to crop it. Click on prompt crop and crop it out. I have cropped it out, so I'm trying to fit this thing in. So you just take your time to make sure you don't exceed the margin. Or once it exceeds the margin, you know that particular site are getting cut off. So let's go back to our AI to copy the third prompt. So highlight and copy. go to Leonardo AI, paste and generate. All the images are generated, so you choose the one that you think that will work well for you. For this one that have wordings, you can crop it out or erase. Okay, so let's head over to Canva so that we can do all the other editings there. Now hit on upload and select your images. Allow the image to load up. Now we select our image and adjust it. Adjust it to fit in. So now let's remove these letters that we have here. Hit on magic eraser, select pen and erase. Select brush, and erase. Reduce the size of the brush. We erase. That thing is blocking. Let's erase this part first, then we'll erase the rest. Okay, you can see we still have something there, so we head back to erase. So as you can see down here, we also have some hidden words there, so erase everything, and this is what we have. It's better now, so we head back and adjust it properly. We head back and fit it in. Always be conscious of that purple line so that you don't exceed your margins. Okay, so here you just have to be careful. Make sure you don't exceed the margins. So this is okay now. Let's continue. This is just basically how you continue until you are done. So I will do the rest off camera to save time. So let's proceed. So now I am done generating. This is what we have. This is how your book is going to look. Okay, this is how it is going to look. You're going to always have a space in between. Okay, then I want to show you something else. I want to show you now, in a situation whereby you have something like this, you can see that this is no longer the white that we are working on. Okay, if you have something like this, what you're going to do is to remove the background. So just click on remove the background, and the background will be removed, and you'll get your image as it's supposed to be. So this is how to fix that particular error. Now next thing is to download your work. Click on share. Now select download. You are going to download your work as PDF print. So click on it and hit on download. Then your work will be downloaded. So now let's proceed in creating our book cover. So head over to Amazon KDP calculator. Amazon KDP calculator. Now click on the first one. So here we enter all the details that you are required to input here. You enter them all. Binding type is paper bag that we are doing. Interior is black and white. Then paper type, white paper. Direction, left to right. Book measurements, our measurement is in inches, so you just select inches. Then book size, we use 8.5 by 8.5 inches. Then paper count, 100 pages. Then you hit on calculate dimension. The dimension will be calculated and you download the template. Now we'll go back to Canva to create our book cover. So still on inches, 8.5 by 8.5. Sorry. We'll get back to our KDP calculator. Now we copy this, head back and paste, and go back again. Copy this and paste. Then hit on generate. Hit on create new design and it will open up for us. So this is what our book cover will look like. Okay, now you go to upload to get that particular template we just downloaded. The file is unzip. You double click and open. Sorry. So the file is unzip. Now you right click, double click on open. Now you select the PNG file, hit on open and allow it to load. So here is our cover. Now you align it. Make sure it fits in properly. Make sure it fits in properly. So this is the size of your book. Now, here we can just design on our own, but I have a prompt that I want to use to generate image for the front page, but for the back page I am just going to make it black. So I go to elements and select square. Here it is. Now I want to change the color to black and drag it to the end and stretch it out. Make sure it fits in very well and doesn't exceed the line. You can reduce the transparency to see that it doesn't exceed the line. I can turn back the transparency to 100. I want the back to be black. Now I'll head over to our upload. I'm going to use some of these flowers here. Get another one. I have to remove the background of this one. See, mm. So this is the back cover of my color book. I will now head over to where I have my prompts book for the book cover to go and generate it. Let's see what we can get. If we are not able to get something good, we might just design it on Canva there, because there are a lot of templates that allow you to design your own, but here we want to use AI. So paste my prompt and hit on generate. Let's see what it's going to give us. Let's see what it's going to give us. This is what we have. um i'm not too I'm not too satisfied with this. Let me see what I can change on the prompts. Let me just want to enhance the prompt to see if we will get better results. So let's hit on generate again to see what is going to give us this time. If not, we will design on Canva. Design on Canva. What we have, you know what I did? I tried changing the prompt, enhancing it. So this is what we have. I will go back to Canva to see what we can make out of this. So here we are on Canva. Go to upload and bring in those pictures. Let's see the one that will work best for us. So here our let's try out this. And this is how this particular one look. I think it's okay. It's very catchy. And here, if your book comes with something like this is not the name of your book, this is not what you want, just use the method I showed you earlier. Hit on edit, select erase or grab and erase it, then input your own details. Okay, but for this particular one, it is okay by me because I'm not publishing this particular book. Okay, it's just for the tutorial, so I'm okay with everything here. You erase name and input your own name. Okay, that is if you're using AI to design. If you're using Canva, this particular area, saw that we designed it on our own. We did it on our own. So if you're using Canva, you can use Canva. Then if you're using AI and you have something like this, just erase them and input your own information. Now I want to delete this and check out the other one. Let's see how good this one is. Make sure you don't exceed this measurement. This is equally okay. It's equally okay. So it all depends on what you want and what you're working on. Another thing you can also do here is to add text. Like you can add author's name, your book titles. Like I said earlier, I am not publishing this, that's why I'm using this. But in your own case, when you generate it and you doesn't want this, you erase it, select edit the way I showed you before, and select it. Then input your own text by clicking on text. Either you add a heading or subheading, or you just click on add text box. Let me show you. So you add text box, increase the size, okay, increase, then add your text. You can add any text you want, change the color, and when you pick on color, and if the color doesn't pick, you just highlight it and pick color again. Either increase your font size here, so you can see, or decrease it. So, and that's how you input letters to your work. Now let's just use this as a author's name. Let's just use a random name like Benjack. Drag it down and reduce the font size. You can equally reduce the font size from here, and drag it down. Mind you, all these things that I'm doing are doable with your phone. You can do all this with your phone. Canva has a phone app, and you can also do it on your Chrome browser. So you can always do this with your phone. So here, I want to add a little changes here. Whenever you're designing your book cover, make sure that you put in a lot of effort. Go to Amazon and see what is selling. Before you start creating your book, you must have done your research, know what is selling and what is not selling. Minus 12. And this minus 12, this plus 12. So yeah, you know what is selling and what is not selling. That will help you to know what you're working on. Always design your book cover in a way that it will be catchy, that once customer sees it, they will be forced to take a look. Something that can attract your customers. This is too much. Then this is better. I'm going to change this font to white. I'm going to change that to white. When you change color and it doesn't apply, you can highlight it and try again. I need to space out this a little. Sorry. Space it out a little. Good. Now, our book is set. Let me think I prefer this one. This one. Prefer it. So fit it in and make sure it's well aligned. You can zoom in to check if everything is aligning properly. So here our book cover is set. So the next thing you have to do is to hit on share button, click on download, select also select PDF print and hit on download, and your book cover will be downloaded. And the next step is to upload your book. So guys, I'm going to leave the link of how to upload your book, upload and publish your book on Amazon. Here, I'm going to drop the link on the description. So click on the description to learn how to publish your book on Amazon KDP. If you learn anything from this tutorial, please do well to hit the subscription button and turn on your notification so that you can always get notified anytime I upload anything new. And if you have anything you want me to work on, any question on Amazon KDP or any other thing, drop it on comment section. I will be glad to answer the question or to do the video for you. So thank you so much and see you on the next one. So hit download to download your paperback. Bye and see you on the next one.